Last summer, we left things with the 3-0 victory against Panathinaikos in the Champions League. We had our first league game of the season coming up, and I thought I was either going to come back for the first league game or towards the end of August. We're back towards the end of August, so things have happened. And the first game we had was actually a 2-1 victory against Motherwell. I actually like how they're doing the highlight system, by the way, but Raskin gets the first goal, a good finish. It was deflected from a Chimeti shot that was blocked. And it was in the 66th minute of the game we doubled the lead. Gassama finds Chimeti, he gets his first league goal, and I hadn't realised he'd been bought for 8 million until I looked into it. But good to see the 8 million man get off the mark. Unfortunately, he does give the ball away to give Motherwell a chance to get back into the game, and it was a lovely ball actually forward to find Maxwell Hassi, who scores to make it 2-1. But thankfully we hold on for the victory, and yes, there's a few things we could definitely work with in the whole, I don't like some of those things here. Like that background, for example, they changed the thing, it didn't work. But there you go. Sometimes it just doesn't go your way. I was going to try and show you some more stuff, but apparently this is broken. Oh dear. I was going to show you some more in-game highlights, but we actually then took on Victoria Pilsen. We beat them by 3-0, and we looked comfortable. It took us until the second half to really get going, but once we got going, we got all 3 goals we needed, and I was happy about it. Bajrami, Danilo, and Amon getting the goals. Then we hosted Dundee in the league, and again, happy days. We win by 2-0, meaning we've already got more league wins than Russell Martin ever did, which is a bit awkward, but what can you do? We then hosted Victoria Pilsen and then beat them 4-0, which felt like we did more than we should have done. Tavernier with a brace to his name as well, no less, so that's a good result. We then took on Hamilton in the Premier Sports Cup and beat them by 5-2. I found out after the game that we'll be drawn against Celtic or St Mirren in the quarterfinals, depending on who wins their game in September for whatever reason. I don't know why they're playing in September, but I'm not complaining either way. But we now have Benfica. We're taking on Benfica. We don't have some players, which is not ideal. And we are going to go to the match. I will say there's one thing I don't like about this UI is the fact they show the unlisted things first. I can see why they've done it. I don't like it though. Especially when I don't have the ability to register some of the players I want to register. Thank you very much. Anyway, let's go to this game against Benfica. Jose Mourinho's Benfica, and knock them out of the Champions League and see if we can do what caused Mourinho to get sacked by Fenerbahce, who also are actually on the verge of potentially going through to the next round of the Champions League anyway, which really makes it ironic. Let's go! But yes, Benfica have got all 12 substitutes. I don't, because I messed up the registration. Because I'm an idiot apparently, so that's fun. Anyway, let's see what we can do against the Portuguese Giants. We've got 6 wins in our first 7 matches in all competitions. Hopefully, we can have a good performance here against the Portuguese Giants, who are still cursed by their manager who won them their Champions League trophies, or the European Championships. Anyway, Diamande, who's wanted by Wolves and could be sold for 17 million if we get the offer, has just got an assist. And apparently Ant-Man is offside. I don't think he is. He looks on to me. And this is the perfect start inside 6 minutes. It's really going to show why I really like the formation and the style of tactic I'm playing with. That actually allows all 3 forwards to go and cut inside. The 2 wingers cutting inside. You'll see here. Actually not the best angle because it actually only shows you before the pass. But it is really well done. It was never off. And the fact we have both wingers there as an option is really useful, as we have the 1-0 lead against Benfica. They will probably do something now, but Diamande, who is definitely our best player at this club at this point, I've realised, just in terms of how young he is and how many years ahead of him he's got, he's also probably going to end up being called up for the African Cup of Nations, so I wouldn't be terribly upset if we lose him for big money, as Benfica just had a chance. It's hit the post, not ideal. But we did get away with one there. Not great defending from our point of view. And Ant-Man is trying to be a bit too clever and has lost the ball against Benfica. The fact we got a lead inside the first 6 minutes, though, is ridiculous to me. I thought it would be a bit harder to get the opening goal than that. Also, we are going to do both games. We might even do the Scottish Premier League game as well in between. Because if we win that, we may have pretty much already equaled the amount of points that Rangers have got all this season, which is a bit sad when you think about it that way. Benfica, though, with a chance, and it's saved comfortably by Butland. Benfica are starting to become a bit of the better team in the momentum, I think. Well, it hadn't seen the momentum really show up there, as I don't know what was... Is that Moore? What's Moore doing so far up the pitch? He was offside by a country mile, wasn't he? But here is an opportunity for Benfica, though. Probably the toughest challenge we've had so far in the save. That is on, isn't it? As Stakov has just scored to make it 1-1. It's not great defending, is it? Let's be honest. Yeah, this wasn't great. And I can see how it's happened. And it's deflected, yes. But it's actually hit our defender. And it's just perfectly found its way to Stakov. And it's one of those things. We've got a free kick here. I'll throw here for Tavernier. And I'm really hoping that we can start doing our thing. Antman cuts inside. There's a pass on. He's gone for goal instead. I can see why he's gone for goal, but I feel like there was also a pass they could have gone for there. I'll be honest, I feel like I don't know half the players anymore in the world of football. But here is an opportunity for Benfica. Dowell to take it. This could be dangerous. It is dangerous they scored. It's 2-1 Benfica. This is our first real test in European football, and I feel like we're actually going to get knocked out here. I really do. Benfica's one of those teams that just feels really good. And it's not ideal. It's just we just don't defend that. We have a player there who's just out leads, isn't it? So we're a bit cautious towards the end of the half. I don't think it really made a difference, apart from maybe the match momentum going on our side, but we were the better team in the first bit. Then they really got their teeth into the game. And once they did that, they just started to get better and better. The set piece, you can't really do much about, unfortunately. And because we're now cautious, I want to see what actually happens here. Do we just back off a little bit, as Tavernier is a bit too high up the pitch, really, for a defender here? Though we can just be a bit more cautious, or a bit too cautious, as Dedic's just... Oh, this is a goal, isn't it? Okay, no. We are going to hit the balance. I don't trust that right now. That was not good defending. Not really seen much of a change since I made some substitutes. And we actually made some 2 changes. Cameron and Ashgard are on. I don't really have seen Ashgard play at all since I really got into this. I've watched some highlights of Rangers games before I really got into the advanced access. I wanted to see what they were like, and that's a tell effort from Chimeti. Okay, so we're going to make some changes soon. I don't think the change has been made yet, but Sultan's going to come on, as is Gassama and Rothwell. And there's an opportunity as Chimeti. It's not the pass I'm looking for, as Ashgard doesn't really make the run. But here's Tavernier, who's going to come off, actually, as Bajrami across has done. And Oliver Antman has equalised on the night. That's his 5th goal in the Champions League this season. And he's about to come off. So I'm still going to make that change because I think he needs it. He is a bit tired. But we are still going to make this change anyway. But 2-2 in a night. This is good. We're making progress. We're potentially doing something productive. And I love it. Please, can we keep this going? Thank you. Okay, there's a last highlight here. Benfica just made a substitute. The ideal situation would be we could get a last gasp winner and go to their place defending a lead, but I don't think it's going to happen. I think we're about to concede ourselves, which is not ideal. And we actually haven't been terribly bad, as they have a chance, and Butland makes a good save again to keep us in the game. I don't know, but yeah, they had the better XG, we had the better of the possession and more chances, but our chances weren't particularly great. Apparently we were held to a draw. I don't think there was held to a draw. I think we were lucky to get anything out of that. I really do. Club Brugge lost to Fenerbahce. We drew against Benfica. More games have happened. Celtic just drew again. They can't... They're doing a Rangers in this save as Hearts go top of the table by a single point. Dundee do win though against Kilmarnock, so there's that, I suppose. We also just got £2 million after Nathan Patterson made his 50th appearance in the league for Everton. So that's good. More money for us. Okay, we're back for the next game against the Mirren. Whether this makes the cut or not, I don't know yet. But hopefully we have a good result against a team that we should be beating, let's be honest. Anyway, let's get going. As the Mondays won by Burnley, Fulham and Wolves. Is that a chance already for Mandron? Oh my god. That is... I didn't say anything because I didn't think there'd literally be a goal so early, but we just got behind. Inside the first 20 seconds. And now my game's done this. What? I think my game just broke. I'm just going to say that here and now. If I press this, the game crashed. The game literally crashed. Okay, the game was in so much shock that it literally crashed. Unbelievable. That's staying in. I'm sorry, that is staying in the video. What the hell? And I feel like this game's definitely broken. I have no idea where we left off here. It was just this. So I've lost this. So Celtic might have a chance to get points. Unbelievable. Celtic actually won this time. So Celtic won this time. I'm actually gonna save it this time because that's crazy. Dundee lost as well. So Dundee and Livingston both lost out because of that crash. Unbelievable. After what happened last time, we considered like 20 seconds. I'm not gonna just assume we won't do it again. I don't think we will. But that was really funny that we could see inside 20 seconds. Then the offside call literally broke the game. As we've just conceded again inside the first 16 seconds. What is happening in this game? It's happened twice. For different ways too. It wasn't even like it was the same goal. It was different goals. It hasn't broken the game this time either, so that's good. Now we need to do better. We need to make sure we don't get caught again and that we actually win this game. This might be the first time I've actually gone behind the game too. But here is Mikey Moore on the ball. Could play it across, went for goal himself. That's a corner. So it's not ideal that that's happened. But if it's St. Mirren's that beat us for the first time, I can't make that joke anymore about the fact it only took me 3 games to match the Rangers record in real life. But okay, Mikey Moore. That's over. Okay, I'm still trying to get my head around the fact that we literally conceded inside 3 seconds. The game broke. Celtic were on the verge of drawing 3 league games in a row. Then because the game crashed, they now have a win instead of a draw. And Diamante's in. He's just got an equaliser. So we are back in this. It's an equaliser we needed. Happy days. And Chimetti's got the assist. It was actually really well worked goal. Okay, yeah, a bit of defensive mix up from O'Hara there, but he did actually. It was really well worked, to be fair. The number 9 and number 10 working together to get the goal. Okay, there's now another highlight. We actually have the first as a result. Okay, that's how big of a difference it is. I will want to win my 3rd league game in a row, though. I don't know what that was about for Tavernier, but here's Atman anyway. So that's actually well worked. Atman's cutting inside. Can play it across. Does. Chimetti wasn't who I was thinking who was going to pass it to, if I'm honest with you. But there we go. Now St. Mirren have a chance to counter, and then we just close them down very quickly. Okay, so Tavernier with a throw. It's a long throw. Chimetti finds Diamante. He's gone for goal from there. Not sure why he did, but okay. And Diamante's got a bruised thigh, apparently. If he has, that might end in any chance of him leaving, which might be a blessing in disguise. I don't know. But here's Max Aarons. That's not the pass I'm looking for from you, my guy. Oh dear. Mandon, who I actually remember being at my local team many years ago in FM. That's a good save from Button. But it's weird that I think of League 1, League 2 and seeing some of the players from that division end up in the Scottish Premier League. It's so weird to me. It really is. Okay, so free kick. It's Diamante, who has got the knock, potentially. Here's Antman now. Diamante. Good ball to Antman. Fall through, and that's a save. He's offside anyway. What I'm noticing is, actually, we seem to do worse against the leagues, or at least the teams that don't have the leagues loaded, which may sound like a strange thing to comment on, but it's obvious it would be the case, as we have to try and stop this from going in. That's lucky from Fraser Taylor. Okay, we got away with one again. Antman now can start a counter attack for us. Still going, Antman. Still, that was it. Half-time, 1-1. The fact we conceded the first minute twice is crazy to me. And it's actually getting annoying now. We've not really seen any highlights, but I've actually got more positive in this particular part of the game in the last 10 minutes. As Bajrami is going to have a chance to take this corner. And hopefully we find someone. We do. It's Gasuma. Or Gasama. Thank God. Okay. A little surprised it's gotten through, to be honest with you. The fact it was out of bounds in itself is ridiculous. It didn't bounce. It was just a really good volley. But even so, that it got to it is ridiculous. They have a chance for a throw. If they equalise now, I would be very disappointed. And it's Phillips. A chance blocked. Please do not give them an opportunity here. Come on. I do. Goes for goal. Oh my God, they've almost scored. And they almost scored again. No, let's go balance, please. Thank you. Okay, we survived. We survived. Wasn't pretty, but we're top. By 2 points still. Still 4 points clear of Celtic, but even so. We've now got the same amount of points as Rangers done in real life, haven't we? With that result? Oh no, never mind. We have one more game to get to that. But we've got more wins than they do now, so that's good. Alright, so Copenhagen just won. Even though they lost on the night, they were through overall. Slava have gone through ahead of Red Star. And Fenerbahce just knocked out Club Brugge. So we could do double whammy for Mourinho and knock out his new team while his old team goes through. Oh, okay. This is a big move I was not expecting. That's a big move as far as I'm concerned. He's not even my starter either. So 7 million for you. How much do we pay for you to come here? Would actually be a profit. He's not a starter for me right now. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm probably gonna take this. Non-negotiable, it says, right? Yeah, I'm honestly gonna take that. 100%. Okay, so we're about to take on Benfica for the second leg. Danilo is on his way out. As things stand, it is a profit for our point of view. And if he does go, I'll just bring in a homegrown player to replace him so we can actually play him in the Champions League and bring one more player in as well, which would be beneficial for our point of view. Whether or not we can actually get away with it, I don't know, but it'll be good to get someone in. And it would be the second winger we've let go of in this window, so hopefully we find someone with the couple of days to go after the Champions League or Europa League draw gets done. It depends on one of the two. Let's see how we do against Benfica. Here's Antman. Try to find Diamonde, who has interest in him, but hasn't had a bid for him yet. Diamonde plays across to Mikey Moore. It's traumatic. I don't know how that's gone in or how it's been able to find Truvin's arms, but so there's no shots on target yet from either team. We've had 3 shots on goal though, 2 of which were blocked. But we feel like we're actually doing the more pressing here. We actually feel like the aggressor of the two teams. Mind you, we drew at home against Panathinaikos and then won 3-0 in the second leg. Could we do something like that against Benfica tonight? As Antman's in and Truman's falls into a save. So we're making chances. It's the first shot on target, I believe. And that's a good sign. Okay, so another highlight. It's the first highlight since that chance that we just saw. But Benfica felt like they're starting to get into the game a bit more, which is not ideal as they're just on the ball. And interception plays from Raskin. Yes, he gets it. Now it's Jimiti. Can we do something with this opportunity here? As he's cutting inside, goes for goal. It was deflected and blocked, but the keeper had to make the save anyway, as they now have a chance for their own area. I thought we were going to give away a free kick there. That wasn't the best of passes. It looks like it was more of a clearance than a pass. And Benfica could punish us here because we've had some opportunities to do some damage. We've not taken them. And Lucky Bacchio plays a cross. And that guy was annoying last time out. And they scored from a corner. So, and it's interesting to see what we can do, I think. But Araujo on the ball now. Moore seems a bit tired. As Lucky Bacchio comes inside, and that is the opening goal of the game. It's Benfica. That's not ideal at all, is it? Okay, let's do something here. This might be a bit of a drastic change for me to make, but I'm going to take this call and tell them I have faith in all 4 of them. So I'm going to make 4 changes in the first 5 minutes of the second half, which may be a bit dramatic, but we need to do something here. This was a really good pass, and look at Bacchio. I don't know what my defender here is doing. I don't know what Cornelius is doing, just backing off. The same with Aaron's, he just backed off a little bit and they allowed him the space to run into, which was not ideal at all. Okay, so they are starting to look like the better team now, which is not ideal. And, okay. Got the ball back though. Danilo, who we just had set it off before, almost gets the equaliser. Okay. We're doing something though. We're trying to get back into this game. We've only got one substitute left though. We've never failed to score in a game. And it's the first time we've been behind. And it's always Benfica that's done it to us so far. But here we are. Tavernier. He's going to try and... Oh, it's a good run from Tavernier. What can he do? Plays it back to Danilo. Plays across. Ashgard! Oh my days. We had an opportunity. It was a good save in the end. But we need to get something from this and soon. Pan Max Allen says it's more direct football he'd like to try it. But they're about to score from a corner, aren't they? They've hit the post. Okay, let's go cautious from here, please. We're going to need to go very attacking. And this could come back to bite me. Because I need an equaliser to stay in this game. Because I don't think we're going to stay in this game. I think we're going to lose our first game in charge of Rangers. And it's against Benfica. And let's be honest, it's Benfica. They're not exactly like they're a bad team. That's offside, thankfully. But you can see my point. They are a team that we should be aspiring to get to. The level that we want to get to is what Rangers want to get to. It's Benfica. In the Champions League anyway. Portuguese football is what the Scottish Football League would love to get to. And I'm not going to right now. But there you go. It's one of those things. And for the first time this season, we've actually lost a game. It took us 10 matches and it took us to be Benfica to do it. But we did okay otherwise, I think. And Celtic also won by a goal to nil, so to go through. So actually in the Champions League phase, we're in the Europa League. And if it was any team I was expected to be doing it against, it would be Benfica. They're a good team generally, so I'm happy it's them, not anyone else. So we got 3.7 million for doing it anyway. We did lose a bit of money regardless, but there you go. So the board are happy we were competitive there, and that's all they wanted to get to. And they just want us to qualify for the Champions League. Don't forget, we just need to win the 2 cups, which is fine. And we're doing everything ourselves here, maintaining, working within the wage budget and all that stuff. The culture, that's all we need to do. Okay. How about the fans? They are pleased. So there's that, I suppose. There's one of the finish above Celtic and Aberdeen and then win the league. We're doing all 3 right now, so that's good. And that's all we can really do. That being said, since we're no longer in the Champions League and we're in the Europa League, we might as well see what fixtures we get, right? Let's continue on for that. Unbelievably, we're going to have to go through here to find our Europa League fixtures. And it's Porto, Red Star, Paphos, Nice, Club Brugge, Victoria Pilsen, Wolfsberger, and Freiburg. The fact we got Victoria Pilsen is actually hilarious to me. Club Brugge, who literally knocked them out in real life, and Porto, who we just lost to their rivals to. So there's that. Okay, that is going to be one of those things. That being said, I'm going to end this video here. I don't know when I'll be back, to be honest with you, because we've got so much that can happen in the meantime. I only really plan on doing 1 season as well, so you never know what could be happening here at all. That being said, if you have enjoyed yourselves, be sure to like the video, share it around to other places, and all that jazz. But anyway, until next time, goodbye, and well, good night.